Do you need my face cam or no?
No, we're already on, by the way.
We are?
Yeah. Should I cancel it and restart, or?
Sorry, I'm just a little bit camera shy.
Hmm. So do you want me to stop it and restart?
No, no, no. We can keep going. Just give me a sec.
All right. Okay. Take your time. Take your time. So are you
Imagine
ready
I
yet?
just didn't talk for like 20 minutes.
Be pretty
All
ridiculous.
right. So this is our NFL playoff bracket predictions. So what we're gonna do today is talk about who we want to win, who we want to lose, and what we think is gonna happen.
That's right.
So in doing so, we might want to address a couple elephants. If you guys have watched last year's, which who knows, you would know, or if you watch this at all and have an idea, you might know that I'm a Lions fan. And Mr. Sean is a Chiefs fan. So
That's
he
right.
doesn't feel like cooking right now.
That's right. Darn right I am.
Yeah. And so this is like the first time, if you guys recall, we made both our teams made the playoffs last year as the one seeds, and this year neither one of us are even in the playoffs. I believe that's the first time since the early '90s that has happened, and I feel honored to share that with Sean.
Thanks, man.
Are you like gonna do anything?
I mean,
Like,
you're taking the reins here. You're cruising on it. I'm letting you
yeah,
go, dude. You're killing it.
I'm getting stressed.
Why, dude? You're
All right,
killing it.
so I mean, it was a rough year overall. I think both our teams suffered from injuries.
Both of our
Uh,
teams sucked.
yeah, I feel like y'all sucked a bit more though.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
We still suck though. Uh,
That's true.
yeah, no. Our new OC was garbage. Uh, honestly, not. I'll get more into Ben Johnson later. Hey, yo, pause. But uh, wow, that was like really gay. Um, anyways, so uh, I didn't really feel like losing Ben Johnson. Like, yeah, by far, he's done a great job, and definitely would have liked to have kept him. But I honestly think what played a bigger role was our center, Frank Ragnow, who took the reins as the best center in the league after Kelsey retired, Jason. And, well, for a year anyway, until, like I said, he retired, which was a huge loss to an O line, which really struggled this year. Um, Amon Ra was dropping passes he wouldn't usually, and we've been really good on fourth downs in the past, and nothing seemed to work this year. And I wouldn't be a Lions fan if I didn't bitch a little bit about the officiating. We got
Oh,
fucked over
dude.
plenty.
Dude, there have been so many. I feel like this year has been worse than any year I've ever seen with just absolutely abysmal officiating.
Yeah,
I feel like this year has
like
been absolutely abysmal. I've seen plays get called that I just cannot believe were called.
yeah.
Like,
For me personally, like obviously, if you're putting yourself in situations where calls are making the game, then a loss an L is an L at the end of the day. But I can't think of a single like maybe one or two games where we were bailed. Like a couple come to mind. The first one was that game against the Chiefs.
what
I
happened against
was
that one?
that was the start of the downfall. So I believe we were 4-1 going into that game. And to top things off, this started the downfall. Goff lined up. However, he was not under center yet. He was standing up. He then moved to the side.
Oh, was this the illegal shift? That was.
Yeah, that was called. That
Yeah.
I don't think should have been. By the way, like they met up so long after that, dude. It took like 2 or 3 minutes, and I don't understand why when they have reviewed shit for such less time that was far more egregious.
Ah, see, a illegal shift penalty is not reviewable.
And it wasn't called till after the play, and it's a pre-snap penalty, meaning it shouldn't be called after the play is done.
Was the flag thrown before it?
No. There was never a flag, I don't think. I don't think they ever threw one. I think they were just like, yeah, no, you can't do that.
Interesting. I don't recall.
Isn't illegal shift a loss of down, or no?
No, illegal shift is just a 5-yard penalty. It's just a false start.
That's basically right, and I'm pretty sure we still went for it, and then we fucking missed it. But, and then Travis Kelce, what even is a catch?
Huh.
If you recall that. Kelce caught a ball, it hit the ground, and then it moved completely like out of his hands. You know the rule that the NFL loves to play by. If the ball moves, it shouldn't be a catch.
Dude, I'm telling you, I saw so many catches this season that were called a catch. I can recall at least 3 that were so unbelievably clearly incomplete passes that were ruled a catch. And not only were they ruled a catch, they were ruled a catch after review.
Right.
And I'm looking at this thing both in real time and in review. It takes me 3 seconds to determine this is an incomplete pass.
Right.
And it takes them 10 seconds, it takes them 3 minutes to determine this was a catch. And I'm sitting here thinking, how? There's no way a player has possession of the ball with his hands over the ball and then it hits the ground and then he touches the ball and has possession. There's no way that's a catch.
They need to be so much more black and white with it because they act like there's room for wiggle room when there really shouldn't be. Like, I personally think that even if the ball moves as you're catching it to the ground, I think it's going to be a catch. But I know they're not going to ever do that. So just, if the ball moves at all, just don't call it a catch. But that would be bad for the game.
Yeah.
So they pick and choose when it's okay.
Yeah. The word control is such a loose term.
And I hate how subjective, basically, I feel like there's very few flags in football that are objective. It's all up to the, like, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I can tell you an objective one is kick out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the ball land out of bounds?
Although we don't even know what a false start is sometimes.
That's true. I've seen plenty of tush push. I've seen plenty of tush push, which is why I think it's going to get banned this year.
Probably.
That's the only reason I think it's going to get banned.
To be fair, they stopped using it. They've stopped using it.
That's because they've started to suck at it.
Yeah, because they can't do the same shit they used to get away with.
Of course not. I think it's going to get banned this year because of the fact that it is just an unofficiatable play.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I watched the Eagles. I think it was. Did the Eagles play the Chiefs this year? I think they did.
Right.
And that was the game that I watched, and I'm like, there's no way. I watched like 5 different linemen move. Offensive linemen. I watched like all 5 offensive linemen move before the ball did. And they didn't call it anything. And you could clearly see it on replay. But, sorry, false start's not reviewable.
So stupid.
Yeah, so stupid.
Anyways, I'm just going to breeze through the next couple. I feel like that Rams game, we kind of got shafted. against the Eagles, we sucked ass. Don't get me wrong, but very ticky tacky pass interference call to literally just be like, here, Eagles, you win. Which I don't know. It's just a shitty way for a game to end, in my opinion.
That game that ended with the Lions, was that the Cowboys game? With the backwards pass for a 2-point conversion?
That was Steelers.
Oh, that was a Steelers game?
Yeah.
That was
Now
unbelievable.
so on that play, it's funny you say that. On that play, that was definitely offensive PI. But on the other play, it wasn't even a pick, dude. Like, he was just running his route. Like, arguably I'm pretty sure his own player like bumped into his other player into our guy.
I think not
If I
being able to
recall
pick
correctly.
people is so stupid.
Well, I mean that just opens the room for people just getting blown up in midfield.
Get good. That's how I feel about it. Get good.
That would be really dangerous.
Get good.
Also changes the whole dynamic of the game.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm alright with that.
So like injuries too. We got Branch, Arnold, Joseph, Ragnar retired. I'm blanking now. Basically, our entire secondary was out. Our entire O-line was out, basically. Sewell was injured the entire year. Amon-Ra clearly had issues.
We had a 4th string offensive line. And that's not a joke.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
You want to tell me about your season?
We had a 4th string offensive line. It's not even... And not only is it an offensive line, it's the left tackle. The blind side blocker. The one that matters the second most.
Yeah.
Like, of course. No wonder. There was no O-line all season.
Right.
People couldn't, like, catch balls, really. Our receiver, Rashee Rice, was out for the first 6 games for suspension.
I think he should have been out for as much time as he deserved in jail.
Sure.
Really shitty person, straight up. Do you even know what he did?
Yeah, it was the driving one, right?
Yeah, and he like permanently altered like 4 people's lives.
Yeah. Yeah. So dumb.
Incredibly dumb.
So dumb.
How do you not feel like? I don't know. I just feel like I would have heard it if he had more remorse, but it seemed like it was just trying to get buried ASAP.
Well,
Which,
I mean, I feel like that's fair.
yeah, it's a bad look on the league, but I feel like it's an even worse league that he's had been playing with. I mean, come on. Like, any normal person gets years in jails for that.
Probably, yeah.
110, I'm pretty sure he was under the influence
Oh, yeah.
and caught under the influence. I don't know.
No, he wasn't caught. He turned himself in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He turned himself in. Anyway, he was gone for 6 weeks. So that meant that people really just needed to catch the ball, and nobody could catch the ball for, whatever reason. And had no O-line. Our defensive people couldn't make any tackles. Defense stunk for a long time. Nobody could make any tackles. Chris Jones got a whole lot of money and did pretty much nothing with it all season.
Right.
Defensive line, defense couldn't make tackles. A few people, of course, stand out. Drew Tranquil was our best tackler all season. Nick Bolton was great. 2 great tacklers all season. We had injuries to Pacheco was hurt for a while. Right. That stunk. And then obviously, of course, the absolute biggest one, Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, your season was kind of over at that point.
It wasn't yet. It wasn't
Basically,
yet. It was after that.
The Bills had won. The Bills, like, y'all's chances were at, like, negatives at that point. Damn near.
Well, not entirely.
After all three of those teams won, like, I mean, come on.
I mean, they weren't high.
You would have had the hope that the Bills were going to lose out. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, the chances weren't high.
Yeah, definitely not.
They weren't high. They were like 11% or something.
Chargers? And what was the Chargers' record?
This season?
Yeah.
11-6? I don't remember. You can check right now.
I think they were 11-6.
Something like that. Chargers were, in fact, 11-6.
Right. So.
Well, it didn't help that they didn't have Mahomes for the rest of the season. So.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Y'all lost to the.
I mean, there were
Titans.
3 games. We lost to the Raiders.
Bro,
we lost to the Titans.
Me.
We lost to the Raiders.
That astonished me.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. That's exactly what I expected from a 4th-string O-line, a 3rd-string quarterback.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
At one point, they switched to the 4th-string quarterback. Right? You know, had Gardner Minshew been in the game, who knows?
Yeah.
But, you know, when 4th-string O-line, a 4th-string quarterback, forget it. You're not playing to win.
Right.
You're not playing to win. Sure, Kelsey's in the game. Good for him.
Kelsey's ass.
Add a few more reps to his total. Why not? Give him a few more yards. Get him over that 13,000 line, which only 3 other receivers have ever done. Good for him. But, you know, when you're playing your 4th-string people...
He was also awful this year. Kelsey was.
He has some problems this year. Granted,
you think he's done?
Granted, overall, his total overall average stuff was great. Overall, he was great. But he dropped the ball too many times and caused too many problems this season that he should not have done.
Right. Do you think he comes back next year?
I don't know. I hope so. I don't know.
When do you think Mahomes comes back next year? If you had to guess.
Week 1.
Really?
Yeah.
You better hope.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to start the season.
Okay.
If he's not, he'll do it real close. Week 2,
yeah.
Maybe week 3.
First time you guys have had like a high draft pick in I don't know how long.
10 years.
Right. I mean, it's Sweet Tart.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Tart ropes.
Oh. And that's our season. Last season we won 11 straight one-score games. This season we won 1 and lost 9.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
what do you think you guys need to do this next year to improve?
Get an O-line. I don't think anything else matters. Get an O-line.
How's your defense this year?
I mean, they can't tackle. A couple of them could, but most of them couldn't.
Right.
They played average. Maybe slightly better than average.
So do you know anything about Frank Ragnow, really?
No.
So like I said, he was our center last year. He was actually going to come back like after Thanksgiving to try to help us for a playoff push.
Yeah, but he didn't pass his physical.
Correct. And I'm not sure if that's like a long-term thing or if he was just dealing with that at the time. But assuming that like he just needed more time and at that point just decided there's no point in coming back right now because we had lost that Thanksgiving game, which really shot on our odds. I could see him returning next year, and I feel like that would be a game changer already to begin with. I do also think we fire our offensive coordinator, or at least demote him, because Dan just ended up taking over everything within like 7 or 8 weeks.
No, it took longer than that. It took like 10.
It was against the Vikings. After the Vikings game, I'm pretty sure.
It was like 10.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Definitely could have been. And obviously, getting some of those players back. I'm not sure if Montgomery's going to come back. He did hide some like hints that he was not happy with his play time, which I kind of agree. Compared to last year where him and Gibbs split 50-50, it was probably about 80-20, if that. I'm honestly being generous. And I don't know why, because last year Montgomery would storm up the middle for 2 or 3 yards, and that would be our first down play. Then we'd pass, something like that, give it to Monty, and then occasionally run Gibbs for like long runs. And that system, I felt like worked better. You could see it in the results overall. Yeah, I also felt like we were making Goff throw too much.
Chiefs have something similar right now where they had, they did. They had Pacheco, who started the season, right, and then got injured, so they hired on Kareem Hunt. And he got the bulk of the work, and then Pacheco got better. And they had Pacheco do first and like second down kind of stuff. Right. And they had Hunt do third and fourth, especially on anything short. Because he alone, this season, had a better short yardage like percentage to get than any team did the entire season.
That's crazy.
He alone had a better conversion percentage than whole teams. Yeah. He was crazy. He was nearly automatic. He was like the tush push last year. It was basically a guarantee. It was like basically a guarantee. He actually performed better than the tush push this year. The Eagles won anyway. The OG.
Yeah. I felt like at the start of the season they were hinting at Gibbs playing kind of a dual threat role where he would line up half wide receiver, half running back, which the way they made it sound, it seemed like he'd be doing it a lot more, but he really wasn't. And not to say that was our most critical issue. Gibbs was insane this year. I think he had 3+ touchdowns in like 7 games. Something like that.
That's a lot.
Maybe 5 or 6. But point stands.
That is still a lot.
Yeah. He played out of his mind. I'm not sure, but I believe he may have been a finalist for one of the offensive players of the year. Or I at least felt like it was deserved. He played really good. I'm sure that would have also been different had we won more. But yeah, I would say overall, we never really play well from behind. When we're playing catch-up, we suck. And if we get out in front on teams early, we tend to not...
Play the rest of the game?
No, we tend to not give it up often.
Oh, I see.
Or at least in the past.
Oh, I see.
Like, the three things in common from our three losses last year, you think about Bucks, we were down at half. Bills, we were down at half. And Commanders, I'm pretty sure we were down at half. And we only won like one. I'm pretty sure we only won like one game where we were losing at half, which was against the Texans. Yeah, so that's a wrap. I think, like I said, I think, or at least hope, a lot of our problems will be solved with one simple move. And that's either A, getting a new center, or B, Ragnow comes back, and on top of that, a new OC. I thought our defensive coordinator was great. I felt like he kind of fit the vibes that we have here. And I think the players overall really liked him, whereas I don't think I've ever seen a single clip of our OC with one of our players. So I'm excited for next year. I'm not too annoyed about us making playoffs because with the amount of issues we had, whether it be injuries or poor play, we would have been bounced. And I value our players getting better in a year where we were absolutely mangled due to injuries.
Sure.
I'm ready.
Great. Me too.
Move forth.
I am as well.
So, like we have done in the previous year, we have two brackets pulled up on two tabs of brackets. One of them is our who we think is going to win and who do we want to win, and we're kind of going to go over one matchup from a analytical point of view and then an opinionated point of view, or vice versa. What do you think we should do? Do you think we should do like per matchup? Do you think we should talk who we want, need, or just kind of let it roll?
Huh? What do you mean want or need? We don't need anybody.
You know what I mean, Sean.
Who we want or who we think?
Yeah.
Yeah, every matchup.
Right. So would you preference we start with the want or the need? Or
I would like to start with what I want.
Okay.
Because that is how I have it lined up on my screen. So.
Gotcha. I would like to preface this for me personally, and I'm not sure how you feel about this, but I have a lot more teams I want to lose rather than teams I want to win. So I would just like to say that.
Sure.
And
okay.
you'll hear that as we go through this.
Sure. Okay. So
yours, Mr. Sean.
Do you want to start with the AFC or the NFC?
Left to right.
Start with the NFC.
Go left, down.
Left, down.
Right,
there
up,
we go.
Down.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so up first we have the Bears and the Packers. And we're going to talk about what I want. I have a family member whose team is the Bears. And this family member in particular has been alive to see the Cubs win the pennant in the World Series. So,
well, yeah, I mean 2016.
Yes. So, I think it would be super dope if there was a Super Bowl win in there too. So, I'm going for the Bears.
Okay.
Going for the Bears. Why didn't it?
For me,
it didn't.
So,
because it doesn't know what to keep doing yet. Got it.
For me personally, as a Lions fan, and I said I was going to talk about this.
Yeah. I feel like before you say it. Before.
What?
I was gonna say before you say it, I feel like you're gonna dislike the Packers more than the Bears.
No. It's shifted.
I apparently have been incorrect.
So, I want to take you guys back on a little time travel to, I believe it was January 25th of 2025. Actually, I'm going to start a couple days earlier. So this was a couple days before the Washington Commanders Lions game, and Ben Johnson is taking all these interviews all week and all that shit that all the coaches do, which I think should not be allowed till after the season.
I agree. I think that's illegal.
It isn't. Like, there's reports about it. It's so stupid.
I don't know how you're able to have an interview with the team while your team is still. I'm like 95% certain that's illegal.
It's not, because it's literally been it was reported just like every other.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so
That's so stupid.
Ben Johnson in this game against the Commanders, I would like to point out that the week before we versed the Vikings, or 2 weeks ago because we had the bye. We versed the Vikings in week 18. I'm pretty sure Gibbs had 4 fucking touchdowns in a duel for 1 seed where each team was 14-3. I'm pretty sure Gibbs had 4 fucking touchdowns, 3 rushing. The Commanders had a bottom 3 rush defense.
Yeah, and they didn't run the ball.
And a top 3 passing defense in the league.
Yeah.
Goff threw 40 balls, and Gibbs got 13 touches.
That's absurd.
So, you might.
I remember watching that game and being, why are they running the ball?
Yeah. And so, who does that boil down to other than Mr. Benny Boy, who, within 24 hours, not only announced that he was going to the Chicago Bears, but he was already in Chicago with his staff that he had already handpicked.
Yeah. To be fair, Mr. Dan Campbell could have been all like, you're making stupid play calls, I'm taking over.
That would be very egregious to do in the middle of a game.
Well,
and I know people, it kind of does piss me off when people talk about the trick plays, like the J-Mo throwing. Now, I will agree, Jameson Williams should not be throwing the ball, but you can't get mad at trick plays when they've worked all year. I feel like it was more of an issue with the actual game plan, which was to make Goff throw, which was ridiculous.
That's so stupid.
To begin with. We played from behind, and we just never got going. I'm pretty sure Goff got a concussion on one of his 4 interceptions, because why is he throwing 40 balls against the Washington Commanders in that season where they were lights out?
That's way too many.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen a single game where Goff has thrown like 40 balls in one. That's a lie. I'm pretty sure he had 40 balls last week against the Bears. But
the Bears.
Nonetheless, ridiculous. I hate the Packers too. A Lions fan again. I hate Matt LaFleur. I think he's a weasel. But
wait. Talk a little more about that. Why do you think he's a weasel?
He looks like one. Well, I'm gonna pull up a picture.
Okay.
Matt LaFleur. Fucking weasel. Like, look at this dude. Does that not scream weasel?
No, it doesn't.
That's literally him.
I can kind of see it. That's funny.
I'm telling you.
It's funny.
So, it has become a lot more personal, and I'm so sick of hearing Bears fans. I keep seeing the same fucking copy-paste message that's like, the Lions missed the playoffs. The Bears won the NFC North. Don't let a genius leave your building. Did you want us to fucking kidnap him? He wanted to leave. I'm pretty sure he was a Bears fan growing up.
Well, no wonder he was so excited to bounce.
He could have family in Chicago.
Well, no wonder he was so excited to go.
The Bears. And saw a lot of...
I mean, there's really nothing to do
that,
with the Bears.
Lions beating the Bears was like the Lions Super Bowl, when the Bears acted like they won the Super Bowl after beating the Packers, who lost their quarterback in like the second quarter. So I want the Packers to win this game.
Okay. All right.
Now moving on to the who I think is going to win. I also think it's going to be the Packers. It's going to be the first go around for the Bears. They have struggled the last couple games. Going into the playoffs on a L streak, maybe they're just getting the L's out of the way, but I sense that as alarming. And given who their opponent is, who just flat out owns them, while I can see it being close to 50-50, I would say 55-45, I'm giving that 55 to the Bears and I'm running with to the Packers and I'm running with it.
Okay.
I think Jordan Love's all right?
I don't know. I don't know if he played last week.
I think they set their starters to rest. That gives.
I think he's healthy.
Yeah, he hadn't been. He got injured the week before against the Bears.
Right. I think he's healthy now.
Right. It was a concussion. So.
I think he will play.
Yeah.
Is what
my biggest concern for the Packers is they have built up a ton of injuries. I really think this is going to be one of those games that's like, does anyone want to win this? That's kind of what I'm going to feel like, because the Bears, they have the nickname Cardiac Bears for a reason. They're going to play like shit for damn near the entire game, then mount a comeback. And the question is who's going to get the last possession. So that's why I say 55-45.
You think it'll come down to who has the ball last?
Definitely could. But I don't think it's going to, like I said, I don't think it's going to be in a good way. I think it's going to be like the Steelers and Ravens way.
Oh. Okay. So you think the fourth quarter is going to go ham?
Definitely could.
Okay.
Who do you think?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I watched both of these teams maybe twice all season.
Yeah, that's how I feel about most of the league.
So I
didn't really watch that much this year, admittedly.
So I really have not watched either of these teams that much. So I really can't be all like, I think this team's going to win because they are purely better because of this, this, and this. But I will say that I think Jordan Love has been in the playoffs before, and Caleb Williams has not.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to pick the Packers.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what I think is going to happen. Do I have any idea? Nope, not a clue.
In years past, the Packers always seem to get to this point where they make the playoffs, but they're absolutely obliterated with injuries. And I feel like the last 2 or 3 years, I've said if there's any team I have less confidence in winning a game, it's the Packers. But that was also because each of those years they versed the Eagles.
Sure.
Although they did beat the Eagles that one year, so.
Well, I am going to pick the Packers because...
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I have decided to pick the Packers.
Fair enough.
All right, so for Eagles 49ers, what I want to win is, once again, we got family, so we're going with the Eagles. Once again, we got family. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that they're going to win, but that's who I think is going to win. That's who I want to win, actually.
Okay. For me, I don't like either one of these teams, but I hate the Philadelphia Eagles more, and yeah, no, I kind of already know who I want in the Super Bowl, so the rest of these, in a way, don't really matter as much to me in that way, because in all honesty, I despise 4 of these 5 remaining. I despise every team in here except for one.
Oh my god. I know what
For
your
the
one
NFC
is.
side. Yeah, because there's no reason to hate them.
Yeah, I know what your one is too. Also,
But,
I would
yeah.
like to say Saquon Barkley's been pretty quiet all season.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm expecting a breakout game.
Yeah. We will get to that shortly. But as for
Don't
this,
you worry. He's going for 200 yards at least.
I'm going to pick 49ers because I definitely despise the Eagles more. And I kind of like George Kittle and Brock Purdy.
See, it's funny because I'm kind of like, about Brock Purdy. I'm just like, I don't feel like he's all that good, honestly.
I don't think he's good. I just think he's like a cool guy.
I just don't. I don't think he's like an uncool guy. Like I don't. I feel like I could hang out with the dude.
Like you
sure.
want to kiss him.
Sure. Yeah. No. No. But I could hang out with the guy. Sure. Why not?
Right.
But I don't feel like. He's all that good.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't feel like he's bad.
Right.
Most of the time, I don't feel like he's bad. I just don't feel like he's,
Definitely. I hear you.
I don't feel like he's good. Great.
Right.
Great. I'll say great. I feel like you could put most quarterbacks in the 49ers offense, and they'll be just about, if not insanely good. Depending on who you put in. Right. I feel like you could put in, Cam Ward into the 49ers, and all of a sudden he's the new Brock Purdy. Right? And, I mean, you put Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, or, heck, you put Joe Burrow in there, and the 49ers, all of a sudden they're the unstoppable team of the league.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. That's the thing. You put a crazy quarterback in there, forget it. They're done. They're going to the Super Bowl for the next 10 years.
Right.
Anyway, those are my opinions on Brock Purdy.
Definitely.
George Kittle's a cool dude.
Right.
He rides a deer in those little Caesars commercials, and that's pretty cool.
So, the Eagles have been they've been fairly inconsistent all year. And I feel like the 49ers have benefited from a fairly easy schedule, if I recall correctly.
Well, they had to play the Rams twice and the Seahawks twice.
Yeah. I mean, they did kind of get dominated by the 49ers. How they do it the first time? 49ers, Seahawks. Oh, they beat them the first time. That was like week 1, though. Yeah, I mean, the 49ers barely beat the Cardinals, barely beat the Saints.
Was Brock Purdy playing at that time?
I didn't know he had an injury.
Yeah, he was out for like 6 weeks.
I see that their play drastically improved over that time. However, they did still play pretty No, that was way earlier.
Yeah, he was out for like 6 weeks.
Gotcha.
In the middle of the season.
They're still doing pretty good, too.
Yeah, he's only been back for like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, definitely. As far as these two teams are concerned, can you take the floor for a minute?
Sure, I can tell you who I think is going to win.
Okay.
So I completely agree with the Eagles being very inconsistent this season. And I will tell you that if the good version of the Eagles show up, let me rephrase it. If the first half version of the Eagles show up for a full game, I think they will win.
Right.
However, if they play like they did against the Bills last week, where they do 7 yards of offense for an entire half, the second half, they will not win that game.
Right.
I don't know, truthfully, how they beat the Bills. Truly, I don't. I don't know how they beat the Bills. Bills should have crushed them. But they didn't, because the Bills have also been inconsistent this year. Wildly inconsistent this year. So it really depends on which version of them shows up. I will tell you, I think the 49ers are going to be good either way.
Right.
I think they will be good either way. So which version of the Eagles shows up, it's up in the air. I don't know. I think we'll probably get more of what we got this year, with half of them being great and half of them being not great. And I don't think that's going to be able to beat the 49ers, who are probably going to be good the entire game. They probably won't have a great half. They probably won't have a bad half. They'll probably be good the whole game. And that will be enough to outpace the great Eagles half, because it's not the whole game. So I think we're probably going to see more consistency out of the Eagles that we have been. That's not what I would like to see. I would like to see a complete game. But I think it is probably likely that the 49ers are going to win that game, because they will be consistent for the whole game as opposed to just a half.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm picking the 49ers because of that.
Right.
That being said, 49ers have a lot of injuries.
Definitely.
So, who knows? But that is what I think will happen.
Honestly, these teams are overall evenly split, and I could not give a full opinion. I can really only go based off of feel.
Sure.
And
I
feel like
I will say, like I said, though, I think
49ers
Saquon's going for 200. At least.
Okay. I feel like the 49ers, this is more of a statement game of whether or not they can really hang, because they did not play well against the Seahawks, which was a big test game. And
they did not.
It kind of reminds me of the Vikings in Week 18 last year, where they were kind of exposed. And while the defense played really good, the offense was abysmal.
Sure. Like, I agree. I think this could be, do we see that version, or do we see the one that goes and puts up, 7 touchdowns in the first half?
Yeah. And the Eagles overall, I'm pretty sure, have a better defense than the 49ers. However, the Eagles' offense has been cheeks this year.
Very inconsistent.
So it's really going to come down to who plays good on what day. And I feel like I have to give that to the home team.
Sure.
So I'm going to give that to the Eagles.
Okay.
San Fran also, keep in mind, it's warm there. Compared to Philly.
You are right. And they are... Oh, I didn't even think about the temperature difference. Ooh.
Now, it isn't really that...
Ooh, you are right. And I did not think about that. And I think you just changed
my... What's the weather going to be?
I think you just changed my pick. I don't know.
Okay.
I think you just changed my pick.
Now. Philadelphia weather, when do they play?
Saturday, Sunday, or Monday.
Oh, it's only going to be fucking 50.
Oh, really?
With rain?
Well, who cares about rain?
10-day weather, Fairhill. Eagles. Sunday.
Eagles!
Low of 24, high of 38.
I've changed my pick.
No.
Wait.
High of 47, low of 34.
That's still
shocking.
Colder.
I hope it's that warm here. Holy fuck.
That is still colder than they are used to over there in Santa Clara.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm changing my pick.
Okay.
Go for the Eagles on that
No.
one.
All right.
Change my pick because of the weather. You've changed
Sounds
my pick.
good. All right, so to be clear, this left one, they can see my shit, right?
Yeah.
Left one is want. Right one is what I think. Because now we're starting to get into shit's starting to change. So,
Sure. Yeah.
and it's about to change on this next one too. I want Carolina Panthers. Go Panthers. Fuck the Rams. Fuck Kelly Stafford. Fuck that week that we played the Rams and that dude caught the ball. Actually, no, he didn't catch the ball. Fell out completely. On top of that, fuck the Rams. Carolina Panthers.
Wow, that is not what I expected.
Really?
Really, that is not what I expected from you.
No, I can't stand the Rams now. And
Really?
there's so many people who are like, Rams won the trade. Like, you do realize Lions would still be a basement dweller, and I know we suck this year, but like we would have never had a 15-2. We would have never had a 12-5. We wouldn't have 4 straight plus 500 seasons without that trade. Stafford only had like 2 or 3, I think, in his entire tenure here, maybe 4, and Goff just did it 4 straight. So,
Yeah, but he also
am
had
I
Dan
saying
Campbell.
that? Am I saying that Goff is better than Stafford? Hell no. Stafford, definitely. And yes, we are a Stafford away from a fucking World Series. But nothing that we got happens without that trade being made. And people fail to realize that and just chalk it up to rings when, while that is the most important thing at the end of the day, I still view it as a win for both teams.
Okay.
I carry a lot of spite.
I see that.
Correct.
All right. Well,
What do
my
you want?
my answer is pretty simple. I want the Rams to win.
Okay.
I want the Rams
Why?
to win. Because I think they will be more entertaining than the Panthers.
Fair. Definitely fair.
Because I think they will be more entertaining than the Panthers, and I like Matthew Stafford.
All right. I feel like our who we think is going to be even easier.
I agree. I don't think it's going to take much time at all.
Rams are just a far better team.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
There's no way the Rams lose this game. There's
There is
no
no
way.
excuse.
The Panthers are 8-9. There's no way. There's no way. Unless
How
Matthew
did they
Stafford
do
dies
down the
before the game.
Let me just see how the Rams did down the stretch. They lost to the Falcons, which, I mean, happens. Barely lost. They're fine. Yeah, no issues. They lost by 1 to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
They're fine.
That game right there, the Panthers game and the Rams game, is going to be the one with the largest spread.
Right.
So if there is a game to put your money on, it's that one, and you should put it on the Panthers.
Right.
Because if they win, I'm going to check right now what the odds are. I'm going to check right now for that game. Just to see what...
One thing to mention is that Carolina does have home field.
They do.
That's like the only thing.
That's the only thing. That is all you can say that is they have going for them.
Right.
Let's see. Right now, if we go to football, looking at live, no wonder it's not showing me. NFL. Yeah, if you... yeah. Oh my gosh. The Rams, the money line is negative 631.
Oh my god.
And the Carolina Panthers are positive 444. 444.
I don't get gambling, but that sounds like a lot.
The odds, so what this says is that the odds for the Rams to win in terms of money, what you bet,
Right.
$1. Sorry, $6.31 on the Rams is worth $1.
So you'd still lose money?
No, you would win. Well, you'd get your $6.31 back.
I see.
It would profit you $1.
Okay.
$1 for the Panthers. If you bet $1 for the Panthers, you would get $4.54 profit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I might put $10 down on the Panthers just because why not? The spread, I will tell you, the Rams are favored to win by 10.
And now all of a sudden you want the Panthers to win.
Yeah. Go Panthers. They are favored to win by 10, which is, to nobody's surprise, the humongous, absolute largest spread in this playoff bracket by 6. A whole touchdown.
That's insane. All right, so are we finishing NFC or are we starting AFC?
No, now we start the AFC.
Okay. I was just confirming.
Now we start the AFC.
Well,
we go by
for me-
round.
Wait, you do want first, correct, or do I? I'm pretty sure you do want first.
Yeah, do want first. So, although you did just take it from me in the last one, so I mean, if you want it now, you can go ahead and take it. I don't care.
I kind of took it from both of us because it was fairly obvious. You can go.
How was it obvious? You wanted the Panthers, I wanted the Rams.
No, not for that. I'm talking about for the who we thought.
Oh yeah, you took the thought, but that was normal. You're supposed to take the thought.
No, we both take both, but I just went, I don't think we really have to explain why we think this team's going to win, and you agreed.
Okay, well,
Just say who you want to win Patriots versus Chargers. I'm pretty sure.
that was exactly
who you
what
want.
I was about to do. Are you sure?
Oh,
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you who I want to win this game. Are you ready? I'll tell you who I want to win. I want the Chargers to win.
Why?
Why do I want the Chargers to win?
Yeah.
Because I think Drake May is a fake.
Oh, and you want to prove him wrong.
That's right.
Prove.
That's right. Everyone
Okay.
is like, the Patriots are, the second best team in the league in the AFC, and I'm like, have you seen their schedule?
I'm pretty sure they only beat one team over 500.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Let's see here. Lost to the Raiders, week 1. Beat the Dolphins, lost to the Steelers. Beat the Panthers. That's their one team.
The Panthers are not
they beat
over
the Bills.
500.
They beat the Bills.
They did beat the Bills.
And then only lost to them by 4.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's fairly solid.
Yeah.
They beat the Bengals with Joe Burrow, I think. No, they didn't.
No, they did not.
They took care of business against bad teams. They beat the Ravens, who really needed a win.
They did. They also, at what point was that?
Week 16.
Week 16 when Lamar didn't play?
Oh. God, a lot of people were out this year.
Yes, there were a lot of people out this year. Lamar had a back injury. Lamar was out twice this season, actually.
Right.
He had a lot of problems.
Okay, so for my second team's the Chargers, because this man Sean over here has been telling me that Herbert's a fraud.
Herbert is a fraud.
And I disagree. I just feel like he's always had a garbage team around him.
Listen, I will just say to you
And
this.
on top of that,
all right?
I am a Michigan fan.
Listen.
Go Blue.
Listen. I will just say to you
Harbaugh
this.
is their
All right? I have
Their
rooted for the
colors are
Chargers
blue
several times, and they have never won when I wanted them to win. Never. I expect this week to be no different.
So that's why you're rooting for them.
No, that's not why I'm rooting for them. I want them to beat the Patriots.
I want the Chargers. They're my second team. I love me some Herbo.
Abysmal.
All right, now for who we think is going to win. And honestly, I think... So you think the Chargers are also going to win, I'm assuming, or no?
We'll find out.
Now, I do believe I think the Chargers had a way harder schedule.
I think that's correct.
How'd they do against the Broncos? God, they got doggy by them in Week 18.
They did.
They beat them in week 3. They beat the Chiefs twice, both of which they had Mahomes.
They did. They beat the Chiefs week 1.
All right, they got mollywopped by the Jags.
Well, so did everybody the past 8 weeks.
Yeah. They beat the Eagles. They're solid this year. Like, really solid. And I feel like the Chargers are due for a playoff win. It feels just like one of those times, like this, it needs to happen at some point. And I do think Jim Harbaugh will be a big reason why they will get them over the hump. I feel like the inexperience of Drake May and their new head coach could also possibly factor. They do have home field, so that should help that aspect. But these teams, regardless of seed, are still very close.
The Patriots do not have a rookie head coach.
He's a new head coach to the program, though.
Yeah, for the Patriots. He is new to the Patriots.
Right.
Well, he's a new head coach for the Patriots. He played for the Patriots a long time ago.
A lot of the Chargers' losses as well were closer to the start of the year rather than later. Like, yeah, they had like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-game win streak, 1, 2, 3, 3-game. Kind of trickled around, but I think if there was ever a time, I think this would be it. Otherwise, there's going to be some more questions for the Chargers moving forward. However, some of that can be boiled down due to a very drastic loss of Joe Alt, who is a fantastic O-lineman. But I think the Chargers will get it done this specific week.
Okay. I think the exact opposite. I think the Patriots are going to win. I think the Patriots are going to win because they are a healthier team. Chargers have a lot of injuries, and Justin Herbert sucks.
And that's where our opinions differ.
Justin Herbert sucks, and even though Drake May's a rookie, and I don't want him to win, I'm sure he will because I'm going to root for the Chargers, and they never win when I root for them. I hate the Chargers. I don't hate the Chargers. I don't even hate Justin Herbert. I just hate that anytime I want them to do something good, they don't. I think the Patriots are going to win.
All right.
I think the Patriots are going to win. That's disappointing. All right, so for the next one, we got the Jags and the Bills. I want the Bills to win. I like Josh Allen. The Bills are my personal number 3 team. And I want them to win because I like Josh Allen. I like their head coach. And I think without Mahomes in the playoffs, Josh Allen actually has a chance.
Right.
So, go Bills.
Fair enough. Um, I don't really give a fuck about the Jaguars at all. And I like Josh Allen.
All right.
All right. So now it's who we think will win.
Correct.
And these teams. So I was doing some research earlier prior to this.
That's illegal.
No, it isn't.
It is. It's illegal. You have broken the law. The police are after you. There's nowhere to run.
I just wanted to state something crazy. The Jaguars have the number 1 rushing defense in the league, and the Bills have the number 1 rushing offense in the league.
I see. Uh-oh.
So at that point...
You moved your page.
Oh.
Better.
So at that point, it makes me think it's going to come down to the passing aspect of the game. I feel like Josh Allen is going to get clamped. Like, in terms of, I don't think he's going to be able to run at all.
Okay.
And I feel like that could play a part in it.
I think that would play a huge part in it.
Yeah. And I feel like the Bills just overall have the experience to take care of business and understand that, I feel like for them this year, this is like a do or die type year more than ever.
Especially because there's no Mahomes.
Correct. And I just don't see a world where the Jaguars win this game.
So you pick the Bills?
Yes.
Okay. So here's why I think the Bills could lose this game. It will depend on which version of the Bills show up. If the Bills show up and they play the game right from the beginning, then they will win. If the Bills do nothing for the first half, like they did against the Eagles, then they probably won't win.
Right.
And I don't know which version is going to show up. I really don't. I hope that the good version shows up who will, win the game. But I don't know. It will be completely dependent on which team shows up. And that's really it. So for me, this game is a coin toss. Will the Bills show up? Maybe. What version of the Jags are going to show up? Are they going to show up with the good version that has stomped people the last 8 weeks? Or are they going to show up with the team that got stomped for the first 10 weeks? Who knows? Right. I don't know. I feel like this one's a real coin flip. And I am...
One thing I would like to add is that I feel like the Jaguars are due for a loss.
Sure. I will say, the Jaguars have been to the playoffs before. Right? Once. They lost to Mahomes. And the Bills have been to the playoffs a lot. And they have also lost to Mahomes. And I think the Bills... I am hoping that the Bills will win. I really don't know who will win this one. But because I have to pick one, I am going to pick the upset. So I'm going to pick the Bills on this one. Because I have to pick one. I truly don't know. It will be which version of the Bills show up. And that's really just it.
Right.
That's really just it.
That's definitely fair.
Yep, that's it. I who knows? Who knows? So for the Steelers and Texans, who I want to win, I really don't want either of these teams to win. I'll be honest with you. I don't
think they suck.
I don't want either of these teams to win. Well, the Texans are from Texas.
Oh.
And the Steelers knocked out the Ravens. So I really don't want either of these teams to win.
And the Ravens knocked out the Ravens.
Well, I mean, sure, but not really.
What do you think when I said Lamar's sold? What were you typing?
I was typing no, he wasn't. No, he did great. It was the kicker who did.
And John Harbaugh.
He didn't do anything wrong.
We literally just talked about this earlier today.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you did. You should have gotten closer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he definitely should have done that. That was stupid. Anyway.
Incredibly.
I don't really want either of these teams to win. So, not only do I not want either of these teams to win, I don't really care what team wins. So, for the sake of my matchup here, it's really who do I want to play the Bills? And in which case, I'm going to say who do I want the Bills to beat? I think the Bills probably have a better chance of beating the Steelers. So, go Steelers.
All right.
And that is my logic for this pick, because I really just don't care.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fair. I wouldn't say I have a vendetta against Mike Tomlin, but he is single-handedly the most overrated coach that is also called dog shit I think I've ever seen.
Dude has never had a losing season.
Yeah, but like, has he ever finished above, like, I don't think he's finished above.
He won a Super Bowl with Big Ben.
That was a long time ago.
Doesn't matter. Still happened. So, yes, he has finished
Since then,
above.
they made the playoffs every single year just to lose in the first round.
Well, can you really blame
They
him?
also have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, who is a Lions fan, not a fan of. CJ Stroud kind of looks like a llama.
What?
Not sure how I feel about that.
CJ Stroud kind of looks like a llama, huh? God, you have some interesting sentences. Yeah, alright. Once again, you somehow are right about this.
Of course I am.
How do you come up with this nonsense?
It just looks like a llama, okay?
What do you... Oh, okay. Anyways.
Not a big fan of llamas.
Okay. Alright.
That was my next sentence.
Alright.
So this is an overall pretty difficult decision for me.
Well, if it helps, the Texans are from Texas.
I don't hate Texas the way you do.
That's a shame. You should.
Y'all have Whataburger.
That is irrelevant. I have Whataburger now. I'm not in Texas.
I'm in Michigan and I don't have Whataburger and I'm angry about it.
Well, you should be. It's kind of a you problem. Maybe if Mahomes retires to Michigan, which he won't, but
Why, does he like Whatadank?
Mahomes is the only reason Whatadank is in Kansas and Missouri.
That's hilarious.
Mahomes is legitimately the only reason. Mahomes said, "I want water tank," and he built his own.
That's awesome.
He built several of them. The only reason they are here, that I have water tank in my town, is because Mahomes wanted it.
That's crazy.
It is legitimately the case.
I'll give it to the Texans.
Disgusting.
I just decided I kind of like llamas.
Disgusting.
Now, who do I think will win this game? What were the Texans again?
Let me check. The Texans were 12-5.
12-5. So the Steelers, they played not really the best. I feel like they were pretty buns.
Yeah.
Throughout the entirety of the season.
They were great at the start.
What were their big wins? If you
I don't know, but they were like 8-1.
Okay.
8-2, 7-1. They were 6-1. They were something high up there, and they lost like 8 in a row.
One thing I will say is that the Texans' defense is like the best in the league, I'm pretty sure, or one of, at the very least. Like their defense is kind of crazy.
Yeah, their defense is the best in the league.
Okay, so I'm right. And if I'm not mistaken, the Steelers' offense has been kind of their big. That's like been their big issue. If I'm, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, that's been the thing that's really struggled.
So for the past 2 weeks, it's been garbage because DK Metcalf got suspended for 2 weeks.
Okay.
He will be coming back next week.
Gotcha. I still feel like overall, though, they haven't really had any games that just scream elite offense.
Sure.
Like, I haven't really heard anything as far as that's concerned.
Sure.
And I just feel like if the Texans' defense can take care of that side of the ball, I feel like it opens the gateway for what is a fairly mediocre Texans offense to just kind of do what they have to do. Especially since I don't think the Steelers defense is solid, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're that good either. I feel like they just kind of exist. As far as numbers go, the Steelers on paper I don't think they should lose this. I think they're better in all aspects of the ball. And I don't really have any outside opinions other than maybe instead of maybe the fact that they're playing in Pittsburgh, which again, weather favors them, the crowd favors them a lot. I just feel like the Steelers are going to lay an egg like every other year, so I'm going to go with the Texans.
Okay, I did not expect that. I was about to say, I thought you were about to pick the Steelers, and my next line I already had planned was, I completely disagree with you in every single aspect. I think the Texans are going to win. I think the Texans are going to win that game. Their defense is significantly better. The Steelers' offense is pretty garbage.
Right.
C.J. Stroud, can do well. Sometimes. You messed it up. You messed it up bad.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't see the Texans actually the better team losing this game.
Right.
Right. I just can't see it.
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly didn't think it was going to matter whoever won the Steelers-Ravens game. I didn't think.
Right.
I thought the Titans were going to win no matter who they played.
Yeah, definitely. I hear you.
So there we go. That is our wild card weekend for our wants and our thinks.
Oh, you should keep going.
Well, yeah, we always keep going.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I'm just saying that is round 1.
Correct.
All right, round 2, divisional round. Let's go. All right, Seahawks and Rams. What I want.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I have for my want bracket.
Right.
At this point now, I think we have. Are any of our games the same? Our Broncos-Chargers game is the same.
Well, wait, so shouldn't our want immediately go to our what we think?
No.
Okay.
Why would our want become our think?
Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I just think if we're going based off of what we think is going to happen, what do we want to happen from what we think is going to happen?
No, I mean, you can talk about it. You can talk about what I think is going to happen in this game versus what I want to happen.
Right.
But I mean, what our want bracket is still our want bracket. They're 2 separate brackets. So for my want bracket, I have the Seahawks and the Rams. What do you have?
For my want, I have the Seahawks and the Packers.
Okay, since your want is the same as my think. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to go first with my want for the Seahawks and the Rams. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I don't really know who I would want to win this game versus the Seahawks and the Rams. I don't know, because the winner's got to play the Eagles or the Bears. I guess I would want... I don't know. This is a hard one. Because I like Matthew Stafford. But it would be pretty cool to see Sam Darnold go and win another game. But Matthew Stafford's really old. Sam Darnold is not. I think I would want... I don't really care, if I'm being honest. I don't really care. So I'm just going to go with Sam Darnold and the Seahawks.
Okay.
Not that I would really care, but I guess I want the Seahawks to win because Sam Darnold redemption story is cool.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to go with. Sam Darnold redemption story is cool.
Gotcha. So, for me, I have Seahawks-Packers. I have a lot of feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me what you want to have happen.
I want Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
To suck ass.
I see.
Listen, I'm not a fan of the Seahawks, all right? But if you didn't know, Chicken Jack is.
Oh, no.
If you know, you know. If you don't know,
sucks.
Let's just say Chicken Jack is the best quarterback in Seattle Seahawks history. Go Seahawks.
Best quarterback.
For the one time.
Best quarterback in existence.
I mean, yeah, that's Chicken Jack for you.
All right, let's go to your think bracket now. Our think
Which
brackets
is
are the same.
exact same. So, for me, what I think is that the Packers have a fuck ton of injuries that will finally catch up to them. The Seahawks have been playing phenomenal. There's no reason why the Seahawks should lose this game outside of the fact that it's a bye and Sam Darnold did not do well in the playoffs last year. The biggest loss for the Green Bay Packers is Micah Parsons, who, if they had him, would 100% change my outlook on this game. But without him, I have to go the Seahawks.
Okay. I could agree with that. I do think the Seahawks are a better team in every aspect. And they are my pick to win as well. I think they are a better team in every aspect. The only exception here is, will Sam Darnold do the Sam Darnold thing?
Right.
That is
which he hadn't. He has not done.
He has not done it yet. He hasn't played it. He hasn't played a playoff game yet, but, will Sam Darnold do the Sam Darnold thing is the question. Who knows?
Right.
I don't know. We will see. We will see. But I think the Packers are the better team in every aspect. So that's what I'm going to go with. I think they should realistically be winning that game the entire time.
Right.
Okay. So then, who I want to win? My want is the Bears and the Eagles.
Okay.
And what is yours? A completely different game.
Panthers and 49ers.
A completely different game. Okay. So,
Do you have much of an explanation for yours? Because if so, I'd like to go first.
I mean, I haven't thought about it yet, but sure, you can go first.
Go Panthers!
All right.
Fuck the 49ers.
All right. Is that
That's
it?
all
Or
I
you
gotta say.
Okay. So this is a tricky one. Who do I want to win between the Bears and the Eagles? Realistically, seeing either of these teams, I don't really want either of these teams to lose, if I'm being honest. Which is a rare occasion. Oftentimes I say I don't want to see either of these teams win.
Right.
But I don't want to see either of these teams lose, if I'm being honest. So, I don't know. I think it would be cool to see I don't know. That's a hard pick for me. Who do I want to win between the Bears and the Eagles? I think, right, because now I'm thinking of the NFC Championship game. I'm thinking probably but Saquon Barkley. I like Saquon Barkley. Well, that did it. Saquon Barkley. I want the Eagles to win. Saquon Barkley. Okay.
All right. Now,
your turn.
Heading over to what we think, I have the Eagles versus Rams.
So do I.
Okay.
Cool.
So, while the Rams' offense has been phenomenal. The Eagles do have a incredibly solid defense, which makes me think this is going to be more of a defensive battle. And
I think this game will be a lower scoring game.
yeah, definitely. And while they do say defense wins championships,
They do.
I
say
don't
that.
really see the Eagles' offense getting going. And that solely, while, like I said, the Eagles' defense is tremendous, Puka Nacua is a god right now. And I don't think anyone is stopping him, especially not at this point. And on top of that, the Rams do also have a fairly solid run game. And with that, I am going to go with the Rams.
Okay. That's funny because I actually think it's a little bit of the opposite. I think if the Eagles win one game, they're going to win the next.
Okay.
So like I said, I think Saquon Barkley is going to run for 200 yards in the first game. And I think with that and just that threat going into the game of the Rams-Eagles, I think that will open up the passing game. Now, Jalen Hurts has had a hard time throwing the ball this year. That's true. However,
Is he injured?
No, he's just had a hard time.
Okay.
He just had a rough time making passes. That being said, with the threat of Saquon Barkley running 200 yards down the field, and A.J. Brown on the field for the passing game, I think those two are going to connect a lot in that game, in the Rams-Eagles game, and I think that connection is going to win them the game.
Okay.
So I am picking the Eagles to win that game. It's funny, my think and my want bracket are the same.
All right. Now we have
AC.
Chargers versus Broncos.
Chargers versus Broncos. Now, I will tell you who I want to win this game. This is the same as your one as well?
Yes.
It is, yeah, I see it. So I'll tell you what I want. I want the Chargers to win.
Really?
I do. And I want the Chargers to win because I want the Broncos to lose.
Okay.
That is what I would like to see. I would like to see the Broncos lose and the Chargers to win.
Mine could not be more opposite and true and same at the same time because I want the Chargers to win because I want the Chargers to win. They're my second team.
Sure.
And yeah, go Herbo.
That is fair.
Now on to what we think is going to happen.
Right.
I have Denver versus the Chargers.
That's
Who
funny.
do you have?
That's this. I have the Broncos and the Bills.
Okay.
I think
Now,
I
I
have
think-
a much more intriguing game.
Yeah. Now, I really think the Chargers have kind of flown under the radar overall. I mean, 6 losses, I feel like, especially when you're comparing it to the teams like Denver and New England. I feel like you do get overshadowed, especially having that big old 7 labeled next to you.
Mm-hmm.
When, in all honesty, I feel like the AFC is a little bit closer in terms of. It's really close this year on both sides, honestly.
This is crazy. This is by far the absolute craziest season I've ever seen. Nothing was as it was expected.
Yeah, and I could honestly see myself being 100% wrong in every single one of these picks.
I could literally see us going into this next Tuesday, because there's a game on Monday. I can see us coming into this next Tuesday with every single one of our picks being wrong. Right. Every single one, because the NFL this season is wild. Nothing is the same as you would expect. Joe Burrow sucked, right? I mean, he got injured, but by Joe Burrow, I mean the Bengals sucked. Terrible.
Right.
The Bills, wildly inconsistent. The Chiefs sucked this year. The Lions, they didn't suck, but they weren't great. They didn't suck, but they weren't great. The Jaguars out of nowhere. The Patriots out of nowhere. The Broncos out of nowhere. Like,
right.
Who's winning these games? The Seahawks out of nowhere? Like, come on. Who picked these? Who picked? Please tell me who picked the Panthers were going to be in the playoffs. Because it wasn't me.
Right.
It wasn't me. I wouldn't have told you that. The 49ers? Sure. Eagles? Sure. Packers? Sure. Bears? I wouldn't have picked the Bears. Yeah. Not at all. I never picked the Bears. Chargers? I could see it. Bills? Absolutely. Steelers? I could see it. I would have expected the Ravens, 100%. But Steelers? I could see it. Texans? That I completely see.
Right.
But the Panthers? The Panthers?
Right.
No, get out of here. It's been a crazy season.
Very crazy, yeah, to say the least.
It has been a crazy season. I wouldn't even be shocked if one of these games came down to a blocked kick.
Right.
Because that's the season. This has been the season of block kicks. I would not be shocked if it came down to not only a block kick, but followed by an onside kick to win the game.
Right.
That would be the season. That would be this season.
So, for me, I really think this comes down less to who's the better team, because I do think the Broncos are the better team, but it's rather, are the Broncos going to be prepared on that week bye? Because that can, I mean, I know, Lions fan, again. Bye week. It derailed us, and we came out flat, which is never a good thing. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to the Broncos.
I hope it does.
At all. I do think that the Broncos are going to win. I do think they are the better team, and I think the Chargers are one and done, just due to the injuries that they have. I think they're lucky to get out of New England, which I do think, obviously, they beat New England, but I think they're lucky to come out of that game with the dub. I feel like it's a big monkey off the back, but I think it ends there.
I would have to agree. I think if they end up leaving New England with a win, that's probably it for them. I would have to agree with you. But my pick is the Broncos and the Bills.
Right.
So my game is different. And
way different and way more difficult.
Yes. Way more difficult for both teams. Way more interesting as well, I feel like.
Right.
And I, for one, think if the Bills get out of Jacksonville with a win, if the Bills win their first game, I do not think they will be stopped. So I
exactly
think,
what you're saying with the Eagles.
For now, I do not think that the Bills will be stopped. I don't think Josh Allen will allow it to happen. And so, while I will say it will 100% depend on which team shows up that week.
To be honest with you, Sean, even if they do beat the Jaguars that week, which, I mean, I also have them winning, assuming they do have to go and verse the Broncos, I sense a coming out flat vibe, and I don't know why.
That could be. That could be. Now, I will say the Broncos have this entire season been a fourth quarter team.
Right.
So if the Bills come out hot and they're putting up, 35 points in the first half like they did earlier, that's great. I don't know that it'll be enough.
Yeah.
So I think this game will legitimately come down to who has the ball last. And
Yeah,
I think this game will come down to who has the ball last. And I am going to take that Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Bo Nix. And I'm going to say the Bills win in that game.
I know that you said they think the Patriots are frauds, or more specifically Drake May. But what's your opinion on Bo Nix and the Broncos?
I feel similarly, but less so.
Okay.
I feel similarly, but less. Yeah.
Did they sweep y'all this year?
Everyone swept us this year except for the Raiders.
You went 1-5?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So we both have the Broncos. And that leads us to...
No. I picked the Bills.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah. I picked the Bills. So for who we want now, for our last divisional game, I have the Steelers and the Bills.
Okay.
And I want the Bills. Straight up. I want Josh Allen to go to the Super Bowl. That is what I want. I want Josh Allen to go to the Super Bowl.
It's tough for me to say I want Josh Allen to go to the Super Bowl when I know he's not going to be the one going to the Super Bowl in my want bracket. But again, Llama. I'm going with the Bills.
There you go. There you go. All right.
My wants are so stupid.
And what's your think game?
So it's actually the same exact one.
Oh.
Okay. And I feel like this is a way easier decision for me with the Bills versus you with the Bills with Denver.
I agree.
The Bills beat them in most aspects. The one concern is the Texans' defense. However, I'm not concerned that much because Josh Allen. That's about it, really.
Sure.
Now, I would like to add that the Texans' run defense is definitely the strong point of their game. But, again, I don't think it really matters if their offense can't really get going, which it's been not that good this year. And, on the other hand, the Bills' defense has been. So, that's kind of more explanation, I feel like, than what's needed, but I feel like it's fairly simple for me.
Okay. So I have a very different game than you. I have the Patriots and the Texans.
Okay.
And I think...
Only half different.
Well, that's a lot. And I think that in this game, the Texans' defense is going to slaughter Drake May.
Damn, you are really low on Drake May.
I think he's going to get sacked 7+ times in this game.
Goddamn.
I think he's going to get sacked 7+ times in this game. And he'll probably throw a couple deep passes They'll probably be good. They might even be touchdowns. I still think he's going to end this game in the dirt.
Okay.
I think he's going to get sacked 7 times for probably a near safety at one point. I don't think they'll get a safety, but I think it will be a near safety. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think that defense is going to crush him.
Okay.
And that's really why they're going to win that game. It's because of the defense.
I gotcha.
And that's all I got. So I am going to say the Texans are going to win that game.
Okay. That's definitely fair.
Okay. So we are done with the divisional round. Next up is the championship game. So, for the championship game, what I think is going to happen is some things. I have the Seahawks and the Eagles in this game. And while I think that this could be an interesting game if the Eagles show up, right? For sure it would be an interesting game. I think this game will probably be close. I think the Eagles' defense is better than the Seahawks' defense. I think the Seahawks' offense is probably maybe a little bit better than, when the Eagles team shows up.
Right.
And I think that the championship game is probably going to be where Sam Darnold crashes out.
Okay.
I think the pressure will get to him at this point. And I think this is where he's going to have his crash out game.
Gotcha.
And I think this game will end up being more about Sam Darnold crashing out than it will be about the Eagles winning.
Right.
But I think the Eagles are going to win that game. And that is... I don't think they're the better team. For the record. I don't think they're the better team. But I think that the Eagles are going to win. Right? This is what I want. Obviously, I want the Eagles to win. Shout out. And yeah. I think the reason will be because Sam Darnold's going to crash out.
Okay. Well, this is your want, right?
Yeah. That's my want.
Oh? You see, part of me feels...
Are we going to go Panthers again? Are the Panthers going to the Super Bowl at 8-9? Is that what's happening?
That would be pretty awesome.
Are the Panthers going to be the first under 500 team to go to the Super Bowl?
Sean, you're going to convince me.
Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, it definitely is possible.
It sure is.
So
I see the path right there on your screen.
Each team. Panthers are hot ass. The Seahawks are really good, and it would be great for entertainment to see them in the Super Bowl, assuming they are still playing this well up to this point. And, Chicken Jack. Just absolute menace of an athlete. But I still have way too many gripes over the Carolina Panthers. Sorry, over the Seahawks. So I think I am going to go with the Panthers for who I want.
Shout out. Panthers Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Now, here comes the meat and the cheese. Seahawks versus Rams is going to be the game of the playoffs. And I say that because they literally had Game of the Year. I think it's going to be another masterpiece. I think it's going to be another high-scoring affair. And I do think that overall, this is really hard. I think I have to go the Rams because Puka Nacua, that's one thing. Now the Seahawks do have Jason. Shout out. That was my wide receiver. He was kind of a goat until we traded him. Never forgive whoever the manager was. But God, Stafford and Nacua are just otherworldly lately. And I just don't know.
That's fair. Is this a coin toss for you?
1000%. And I don't really even have, other than the fact of this being high scoring, I don't really have a definitive as to what I think.
Sure. I would agree with you. I think that game will be very high scoring. And I think that game will absolutely 100% end with whoever has the ball last.
I feel like I agree with what you said earlier regarding Sam Darnold fizzling out. I can only speak from what I've seen. And Stafford has already done it. So
yeah,
I think I have to go Rams.
I mean, the truth is, Sam Darnold has never played in a playoff game where it mattered. Like, and granted, all playoff games matter, but not in a game like the championship game. Right. Where you are one step away from the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He's never played in a game that impactful, that meaningful. And there's something to be said about that, for sure. So I accidentally gave what I think for what I want earlier.
Okay.
So I've already listed why I think the Eagles are going to win.
Right.
So that is my pick. I think the Eagles are going to win. Even though I do think the Seahawks are the better team, I think the Eagles are going to win. So
okay.
I accidentally gave that earlier. My bad.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
So now for the AFC, who I want to win the AFC, this should not be a surprise to anybody. Go Bills. Josh Allen Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
And of course, Herbert's trash.
Jay Herbo Super Bowl. Josh Allen's.
Your Watt Super Bowl is horrendous. It is disgusting to look at. You're telling me you sit here and say, I want the Panthers and the Chargers in the Super Bowl. That is disgusting.
That would be awesome.
That is disgusting. That would be the least watched Super Bowl in NFL history.
You aren't wrong at all. That's what's so funny about it.
It's horrendous. It's funny, though.
I love it. So, now we're on.
Your championship game was my divisional round.
And what did you say? You had the Bills winning.
I did. I had the Bills win.
And can you just very briefly go over why you thought that again?
Yeah, I think Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Bo Nix.
Okay.
I think Josh Allen will not allow his team to lose that game.
Right.
I mean, that's really it. Josh Allen is what I think is going to win that game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly Josh Allen on that one.
Right. Did they verse earlier this year? Do you know?
I think they did. And I think the Broncos won. Checking right now, though.
I'm not seeing it.
Are you looking right now?
They played in the wild card last year, and the Bills mollywopped them.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's expected.
Right. I feel like a lot of people are going to come into this
They did not
thinking this is
play
going
the
to be
Bills.
a fantastic game. And I'm going to be straight up. I don't know why, but I feel like Josh Allen blows them out of the water. Straight up.
Oh, I can tell you why. Josh Allen.
There you go.
Yeah, I can tell you why you feel that. Like we said this entire time, this is Josh Allen's best chance at a Super Bowl.
Right.
The best chance he has had in his career.
Correct.
The only one where Mahomes is watching from home.
Correct.
So, what I think is going to happen... That's true. What I think is going to happen between the Texans and the Bills is I think that Josh Allen will overpower the Texans defense.
Okay.
Pretty much by himself. Yeah, pretty much by himself. I think they're going to try to tackle him, and he's just going to shove him to the ground. And then he's going to throw the ball 70 yards down the field to a wide open Gabe Davis, because that's what he does.
Right.
That's what I think is going to happen. And then that'll happen. Not only will it happen, it's going to happen at the back of the end zone because he threw the ball too hard.
Right.
And he's still going to get it by the tippy tips of his tippy toes.
I can see it.
I can see it too. And I think legitimately, if the Bills at this point are here at this point, they have corrected their mistakes. They are no longer that team that can show up one day and not the next. I think if they have made it to
they don't have their boogeyman in the way.
I think if they've made it to the championship game, they are going to the Super Bowl. I think the Bills are going to win, and my want and my think is exactly the same.
That's ridiculous.
It is. I can't believe that. That is shocking.
All right, are you going to give much thought into who you want from here, or is it Josh Allen?
See, you would think it would be Josh Allen, wouldn't you?
And it is.
See,
there's no way you want the Eagles.
See, you would think it would be Josh Allen, wouldn't you? You would think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're trolling.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
There's no way you want the Eagles to win.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
You are such a sick human being.
But you're wrong.
You are such a gross human being. The Eagles just won last year, you fucking bozo.
I know.
Against your team, might I add.
I know.
And you don't want Josh Allen. You are gross. I should leave. You disgust me.
Okay.
Why?
Why do I want the Eagles to win?
Family.
Family is a very large reason, yes. Family is very large reason. Huh?
Who again?
My sister-in-law. So I have two reasons Two big reasons. Number one, families. The biggest. Number two, and this should not be a surprise to you at this point, Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
I like Saquon Barkley. I like Saquon Barkley. I like when he does good things. And yeah, that's who I'm picking for my want.
All right.
I'm picking the Eagles
Now,
to win the Super Bowl.
for my want, it's a really tough decision.
Is it
I'm
now?
circling my mouse.
I see that.
I'm about to close my eyes and just pick at random because that's just how close these two teams are.
Oh my God.
It's the Chargers. They're my second team.
I had no doubt.
Yeah, no, I knew from the start. I knew when I asked if we were doing both a want and a think bracket that I was going to have the Chargers. Not a single doubt in my mind. To be honest with you, the rest of it didn't really matter too much, except I love seeing other teams in misery.
Okay.
So
Hey.
that leaves...
Hey, listen, I'd be okay with the Chargers winning the Super Bowl, because at least it stays in the AFC West.
Okay.
At least it stays in the division.
Right. Now, this could also be a game of the year.
That game would be unbelievable.
And I fully expect it would be. Both are insane offensively. The Rams, though, aren't as good defensively as the Bills. And I do think that will play a big factor. It is only a question of, can Josh Allen outdo Puka Nacua?
That is a fantastic question.
It is. And I do not know at all. One thing I will say is that the Bills' passing defense is much better than the Rams' rushing defense.
Say that sentence again.
Because the Bills' passing defense, which would take away Nacua, is far more effective than the Rams' running defense, which would negate Josh Allen.
I see.
So that is definitely something to keep in mind. Also, Bills have a very solid O-line as well as a very solid running back. If there was ever a year, and given the teams that they beat to get here, not taking anything away from the Rams, but I feel like the Bills went through a bit more of a gauntlet than the Rams.
I would have to
these
agree.
Circumstances.
I would have to agree. I think all three of those games for the Bills are harder than 2 out of 3 of those games for the Rams.
Yeah.
I think the Seahawks would be their only challenge in the playoffs. In that matchup.
Not the Eagles?
On your pick?
No. You know what? Yeah, I'm going Bills. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Josh motherfucking Allen.
Okay.
And
So
who is in yours?
I have the Eagles and the Bills.
That's right.
Yeah, same as my want, which is shocking. I would also like to add something to my
Pretty sure you did this last
reasoning.
year.
Well, I think last year it was the Chiefs and the Lions. So, can you blame me? So I'd like to add something to my want for the Eagles and the Bills. I would be happy with either team winning.
Right.
I'd be happy with either of those teams winning. I'd be great. I would also like to say repeat Super Bowl champions are cool. So, go Eagles.
You're so lame.
And so for now, for my what I think up till this point, I think the playoffs have been both of these teams, right? At the very beginning of this whole thing, when we started talking, I said at least, that it depends which version shows up for this game, and that if they get past the one, they're not going to lose again. Because I think they have worked their kinks out. I think they have figured it out. I think that will revert in this game. I think they will go back to being the inconsistent teams that they have been. And truthfully, I think this game's going to stink.
Okay.
Truthfully, I think this game will stink. I don't think it will be a good game to watch. I don't think it will be entertaining. I don't think it will be enjoyable, really, for either team or fan base.
Right. I'm thinking like a 16-13 type game.
Sure. Yeah, me too. I'm thinking it's a bad game. So, what else I'm thinking is that I think that through their inconsistencies, we have to analyze which one is better through their inconsistencies. Now, I will say these two teams just played each other, and the Eagles won. Barely.
Was that a good game? I don't recall.
It was a terrible game. That game sucked. That game was awful. That game literally ended, like you just said, 16-13. It was just like that. It was awful. The Eagles put up, I think, 13 points in the first half. And then they put up 7 yards in the second half.
I remember that.
And the Bills put up nothing in the first half and put up all the rest of it in the second half when the Eagles did nothing.
Right.
And I was saying earlier, I don't know how the Bills didn't win that game.
Yeah.
I think they win that game this time around.
Okay.
And I'm picking the Bills for my Super Bowl champions. That I legitimately think will happen. I think that game will be awful. It will be ugly. It will be disgusting. It'll be a terrible game to watch. But I think the Bills are going to win. I don't think it's possible that the Eagles and Bills game, if it goes the same way, I don't think it's possible that the Bills will allow themselves to lose. I think Josh Allen will force a win this time. It's more important that they win this one than they did the last one.
Right.
So I think he will play harder. He will absolutely put his body on the line. 100%, because this is it. This is the win. There is no better Super Bowl opportunity than right now. Go take it. This is it.
Right.
And that's what I think is going to happen. I think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, and that is how they're going to get there.
What I find interesting about mine is that when you look at that middle lineup of games, those are just insane games. All 3 of them. What are your 3? Like your AFC champ, your NFC champ, and your Super Bowl?
For what I think?
What are those matchups? Yeah.
I have Seahawks Eagles for the NFC champ. I have the Texans Bills for the AFC championship. And I have the Eagles Bills for the Super Bowl.
Who did you have the Texans beating? The Patriots?
Yes, I have the Texans beating the Patriots.
Okay.
I picked a lot of upsets in this Super Bowl.
I am really...
In this bracket.
I must have fizzled out at that because I am shocked that you have the Texans beating the Patriots.
I already told you that
yeah, you think Drake May is going to get...
sacked 7+ times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's going to get slaughtered in that game.
I honestly think, as far as matchups to go, I think mine, in terms of entertainment, is like possibly the best it could be.
You'd have a
Which,
pretty entertaining bracket. That's for sure.
yeah, this one would be more entertaining though.
No, it wouldn't. Get out of here.
Tell me you wouldn't want Bryce Young to walk into the Seahawks and win,
I
or Justin Herbo to walk into
don't even.
Bills.
Don't even. There's no way you expect me to pick Justin Herbert garbage over Josh Allen.
Justin Herbert is an immaculate man.
Justin Herbert has
And he
never
can
won a
kill
playoff
them.
game.
Yeah, well, that's going to change this year.
No, it's not.
He's doing.
No, it's not.
Yes,
And
it
I can
is.
tell you why. It's because I'm rooting for him this year.
Well, stop rooting for him.
No, I want him to win.
No, you don't. It's reverse psychology. You don't want him to win.
No, it's not that I don't want him to win, because you're right, I don't want him to win. It's that I want the Patriots to lose. And I have to, in such case, root for the Chargers, who are going to let me down, as they always do.
No, the Chargers are winning by 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, right. Well,
All right. Did you have anything else?
I can't wait to
You
come
want
back
that?
here in 8 days
To
and
be completely wrong.
everything be wrong. Every single one
Yeah.
of our picks. Is there anything that
gonna
we
be bad.
picked in our brackets that is exactly the same?
Inner think?
In anything.
Well, it's definitely not going to be our want.
Well, we think the Packers
Well, you
are
want the
going to
Chargers to
win.
win.
We think the Packers are
And
going to
then you
beat the
want the
Bears.
Chargers to beat the Broncos.
So here's what we think. We think the Packers are going to beat the Bears.
Right.
That's what we think the Packers are going to beat the Bears. And we think the Eagles are going to beat the 49ers. And we think the Rams are going to win. Our NFC is the same.
Correct.
Our AFC is the same except for the Chargers.
Right. Which, like I said, I think the Chargers are just due. At some point, they have to win a playoff game. And I feel like this has been the best opportunity as far as how talented they are this year, and as well as how inexperienced the Pats are in these circumstances. On top of that, I feel like the Chargers are just going to want it more. It's just the type of...
That's funny. I completely disagree with you. 100%.
You
Everything
don't
you
think the
just said,
Chargers
I
want
completely
it?
disagree.
You think the Chargers want it more than the Patriots?
No, I think the Patriots want it more than the Chargers.
I feel like they have less of a urgent need for it compared to the Chargers.
That's great. I don't think they want it more.
Fair enough. And then, so Seahawks versus Packers, you had Seahawks.
I did.
I had Seahawks. And then you had Eagles, which I wholeheartedly disagree with. It's literally just Saquon versus Puka Nakua.
Yeah, bro. Saquon Barkley's going for 200 yards in his first game. I'm telling you. I'm calling it. So do you think this webpage is going to update next week?
Who knows?
Because if it doesn't,
Either
we're going
way.
to have a problem. The same problem we did last year.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Well, as long as it still stays, we can just like play it out from the circumstance. And luckily, all this is on recording, so we can keep a original picks tabbed, just for the sake of showing.
Oh, I see.
And hopefully, we should be good. I really hope we're good.
Yeah, me too.
But
All right.
yeah,
Well, those
it
are our
was
picks.
really good.
And yeah, I guess we'll see you next week.
Yep, I'll see you later. Fuck you, Sean.
All right. Well, that's really rude. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.